Navigating exemptions. Understanding ISF exceptions. Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will be discussing the exemptions available for certain types of goods from Importer Security Filing (ISF) requirements. Although ISF is generally required for imported goods, there are exemptions and special cases where ISF filings may not be necessary. By understanding these exemptions, importers can determine if their goods qualify and ensure compliance with customs regulations. Let's dive in. General requirement of ISF. ISF is generally required for all ocean shipments entering the United States. It involves the submission of specific information about the imported goods to customs authorities before the vessel's departure. Low-value shipment exemption. Certain low-value shipments may be exempt from ISF requirements. As of March 1, 2018, goods valued at or below $2,500 may be exempt from ISF filing. However, importers should verify the most recent regulations, as exemptions are subject to change. Bulk cargo and break bulk cargo exemption. Bulk cargo or break bulk cargo, which is not containerized or packed in a shipping container, may be exempt from ISF requirements. These types of cargo often require different security procedures, and exemptions may apply. Importers should consult with customs authorities or their customs brokers for specific details. Goods transshipped or passing in immediate and continuous transit. Goods that are transshipped or passing through the United States in immediate and continuous transit may be exempt from ISF requirements. Immediate and continuous transit refers to shipments that are moving through the country without being stored or manipulated within the U.S. Certain government and military shipments. Certain government and military shipments may be exempt from ISF requirements. These exemptions are typically based on specific agreements between governments or military entities. Goods imported by U.S. government agencies. Goods imported by U.S. government agencies may be exempt from ISF requirements. However, importers should consult with customs authorities or their customs brokers to confirm any specific requirements or exemptions applicable to government agency shipments. Goods covered by other admissible documentation. For certain types of goods, customs authorities may accept other admissible documentation in place of an ISF filing. This documentation needs to provide the necessary information required by ISF, and importers should consult with customs authorities or their customs brokers to clarify the specific alternatives. In-bond shipments. In-bond shipments, where goods are moved under bond from one location in the U.S. to another, may have different ISF requirements. Importers should consult with customs authorities or their customs brokers to understand any specific exemptions or requirements. Immediate exportation or transportation and exportation entries. Immediate exportation or transportation and exportation entries, where goods enter the U.S. temporarily without being released into the domestic market, may have different ISF requirements or exemptions. Importers should consult with customs authorities or their customs brokers for further guidance. Fish and wildlife entries. Certain goods subject to fish and wildlife regulations may have specific ISF exemptions or alternative requirements. Importers should consult with customs authorities or their customs brokers, as exemptions or specific documentation may apply to these types of entries. Temporary imports for repair or alterations. Goods temporarily imported for repair or alterations may be exempt from ISF requirements. Importers should consult with customs authorities or their customs brokers to determine any specific requirements or exemptions for these types of entries. Trade agreement exemptions. Certain goods imported under specific trade agreements may have exemptions or reduced ISF requirements. Examples include goods imported under the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, or other free trade agreements. Importers should consult the specific trade agreement and relevant regulations to determine any applicable exemptions. Humanitarian aid or relief shipments. Humanitarian aid or relief shipments may be eligible for exemptions or alternative filing requirements for ISF. These exemptions are usually based on specific regulations and agreements governing humanitarian aid or relief efforts. Time-sensitive or emergency shipments. In time-sensitive or emergency situations, customs authorities may provide exemptions or streamlined procedures for ISF filings. Importers should immediately contact customs authorities or their customs brokers in such circumstances to determine the appropriate steps. Compliance with other regulatory programs. Importers who participate in certain regulatory programs, such as the Customs Trade Partnership Against Terrorism (CTPAT), may be eligible for reduced or alternative ISF requirements. These programs require strong internal controls, risk management processes, and supply chain security measures. Customs broker guidance. Customs brokers are valuable resources for identifying possible exemptions or alternative filing requirements. They have expertise in customs regulations and can provide guidance on specific situations or exemptions that may apply to particular goods or shipments. Continuous monitoring of regulatory changes. Regulations regarding exemptions or alternative requirements for ISF may change periodically. Importers should stay informed and continuously monitor regulatory updates to ensure compliance with current requirements. Consultation with customs authorities. In cases where exemptions or alternative requirements are not clear, importers should consult with customs authorities directly for clarification. Customs officials have the expertise to help importers understand the detailed requirements and exemptions applicable to their specific goods or situations. Compliance documentation retention. Even if exemptions apply, importers should maintain appropriate documentation to support their claim of exemption. Documentation retention is crucial for audits or compliance verifications and helps demonstrate a commitment to compliance. Thank you for watching today's video on exemptions available for certain types of goods from importer security filing (ISF) requirements. While ISF is generally required for all ocean shipments, exemptions exist for specific goods or situations. Importers should consult with customs authorities, their customs brokers, and relevant regulations to determine if their goods qualify for exemptions. Subscribe to our channel for more informative videos on customs brokerage and international trade. Remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon to receive notifications for upcoming videos. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.